See that? That is not good. And it does that in several spots all the way around that tire where it's just so dry rot that the air is actually coming out through the rubber. That is no good. So we picked up some new tires off the old eBay. They came here just a few days ago. They're actually not too bad. Sometimes when they package them, they're all smashed down. But these actually look pretty decent. A little bit of a different tread pattern too. We'll talk about that. The tailgate. Oh. I live on a hill and that was almost a disaster. Tailgate's broken too, but that'll be another episode. And two things real quick, the disclaimers. If you're from the Captain Kleeman channel, this is the Kleeman channel. It's the spinoff. So if you're not subscribed on here yet, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Or if you're just new altogether, hit the subscribe button. And I'm not a professional. I just can't afford one. So we're gonna go ahead and go through this. Step one, I always like to break these nuts loose before I jack it up off the ground. I've got an 11/16 and I'm hoping it's close enough. Ours a little play, but I bet she'll do the job. Oh yeah. Bearings don't look so hot either. Well, that's for another day. Oh man. Yeah, not great. Not great. You can see how bad some of these dry rot cracks are all the way around this thing. Definitely time for some new ones. Well, the next step is we got to break the bead of this thing. You got to let the air pressure out first. They make little tools to take this valve stem out, this valve stem insert. I own probably a dozen of them because I buy one every time I change tires because I can't remember where I put them. Organization isn't really something I do here. So a fella's got a few options. I'm just going to use this old rusty screwdriver that's in the back of the side-by-side covered in gear oil because that was painfully slow, so I spent another hour looking for it. I ended up finding one. That's what they look like. That hour of time will save me a couple minutes, and that's good. If it's got a lot of air pressure, that needle's going to want to launch. You're not going to want to lose that. I'm going to need that back. That's what the inside of that looks like. Slide hammers are super inexpensive from like Harbor Freight or wherever you want to get them. I need to pick one up, honestly, as many tires as I change around here. But here's a little cheap thing I made. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. We'll try it out today. There we went. Slightly terrifying, none less effective though. Use my hammer here. You stay or you flip, you'll stay. There she goes. On a vehicle tire, like a truck tire or car tire, there's a groove in the rim, and there's a certain way you need to have it facing to get it started to come off. I haven't done a lot of ATV tires, but I can see there's a groove right there. That lets that bead slide over so you can get this bead up. We're gonna try this way. Soapy water's good. They make tire lube, but this is just as good. And it's cheap. Let's just clean them rims while we're at it, huh? The whole thing will look new. Again, you can get tire spoons places pretty inexpensive too. Try not to damage the rim. That's gonna be the goal here. Stretch. There we go. behind her and give her a shove. Nope. There she goes. Beautiful. At some point, I've never put slime in here, so they were running slime before I bought it. Interesting. This tread pattern is non-directional, so we're not really worried about the direction it goes on the rim. Versus this tread pattern that definitely had a certain direction. You lock these bad boys in. Easy peasy. So just as an experiment, I want to see if this will have enough air to push this. Valve core is not in right now, and I don't even know if this compressor will work without the valve core in there. Let's see. I got a ratchet strap on here kind of holding her tight. It will normally work fairly well. You just got to remember you got to let the ratchet strap off. If you fill it all the way up with air, it might get too tight for you to release. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty surprised that little compressor has enough airflow to set the bead on there. These have, let's see, I'm guessing 35-ish pounds for bead setting. Right there. Don't exceed 36 PSI when setting the bead. You'll normally have to inflate it more than what the actual rated pressure is for that bead to pop. Once that bead sets, you can take it off all you want. Once it's on the rim, it's on the rim, and then we can set the valve stem. So the bead set is set at about 16 PSI. We're going to undo this, a bunch of air is going to come out. We're going to put the valve stem in and then see where we're at. Just going to trust the old elbow on this one. Click. You hear it? Sometimes it's hard to make out. Click. Oh yeah, that's it. That's where she wants to be. Click. Yeah, she's, oh, perfect. Perfect. Click. And a double check to make sure. Click. Beautiful. And repeat. Probably just roll these over here and store them in the middle of the driveway. I like it, it's nice. It keeps the property taxes down. Do a quick side-by-side though. These are supposed to be a little bit more of a combo style tread. A little bit of good on-road, a little bit of good off-road. This is pretty much all off-road. You can see we do a lot of road driving with the way that center kind of wore down on her. So I'm curious to see how these will go. These are also a little bit more narrow. The same size as far as the rim goes, but a little bit more narrow. So we'll see how these perform. We probably spend more time on road than we do off-road. Very nice. Very nice indeed. The front were brand new when we got the machine, so they're still looking good. So we took a quick test drive down to the burn pit to see if we need to throw some stuff in. I gotta go grab the Ford 555 and throw some stumps and stuff on top of that. Tires seem to do good. It's pretty easy to change tire yourself if you're stubborn like me and you want to do it. Or you can take those rims to the tire shop and for a little bit extra, they'll do it for you. Your choice, but if you want to do it yourself and it's a Sunday like it is today and you want to get this stuff done, easy peasy, not that big of a deal. Hope you're enjoying the little spin-off channel. I've got the U-joint out and a PTO, my 3-point PTO kind of all torn apart. We're in the process of rebuilding it, making it like new because we got some projects coming up. And then we're going to do a video, a cost analysis on whether or not that free Ford 555 has been worth it. So stay tuned for that. I hope you guys are having a great whatever it is you're having. As always, thanks for watching, and I hope I'm lucky enough to catch you on the next one.